So coming around onto your knees for me, and those of you who are joining me on Facebook and those of you watching on YouTube, I've got a pair of very light hand weights with me today. They're just 1 kilo, okay? And as we get going, I'm going to put these in just a little on some of our postures that we're using today. Don't feel that you've got to use them. If you haven't got any hand weights, it's not going to change your practice. So if you can just reach on up towards the top end of your mat, gazing up between your fingertips, and let's draw the body nice and slowly along the ground, rolling down the shoulders and lifting the chin up. And then draw on up into your cat stretch, pulling up through the shoulders and then up into your back. And then taking your head and your tailbone away and sitting back down onto your heels. And again, let's bring the body to pull on up, rolling down the shoulders and lifting the chin. Drawing up again into cat, pulling up through the shoulders, up into the back. Taking the head and the tailbone away, and then releasing back down onto your heels. And again, let's bring the body to pull on up, and then let's curl the toes, pressing back into your heels and your head drawing down through your arms. Draw forwards into a high plank, and then bending with your knees and sitting back down onto your heels. Let's draw the body to pull on up, roll down the shoulders and lift the chin. Curling with your toes and stretching out into a nice long downward dog. Draw forwards into your high plank and then bending with your knees and sitting yourself on back. Let's again draw the body to pull on up. Curling with your toes, stretching off into your downward facing dog. And draw forwards into a high plank, bending your knees and sitting out on back. And again, let's bring the body through, roll down the shoulders, lifting the chin. Curling with your toes, lengthen out all the way along the back body. And draw forwards into a high plank, bending your knees, and sitting on back. Again, let's bring the body through, lift, roll down the shoulders, open the chest. Curling with your toes, and lengthen back off into your downward facing dog. And draw forwards into a high plank, bending your knees, and sitting back down onto your heels. Bring the body through, lift, roll down the shoulders, opening the chest. Curling with your toes, send the hips back, look up towards your belly. And draw forwards into a high plank, bending with your knees, and releasing and sitting on back. Let's just take a couple more. Bring the body up and through. And then as we curl the toes, lengthening back and down. Draw forwards to a high plank, and then bending your knees and sitting on back. One more time. Bring the body up and through. And then as we curl the toes, remaining in the downward dog, and then walking your feet from one to the other. And now let's just gently moving your hips a little from side to side. And just be aware of how your body feels today, checking on in. Notice how tight or how relaxed the legs feel. Notice how energized you feel in your upper body. So if you know you're feeling a little under par today, that's okay. Just working with the energy that you've got. Giving your body the practice it deserves today. Now let's come on down onto your knees. And let's step forwards with your right foot. And just take down your right hand to the side of your right foot. Raising your left arm, and take a nice stretch to draw over, looking up towards your hand. Then releasing that hand back down upon the ground. Curl the toes, lift up the back knee, And raising your right arm, looking on up. And releasing your knee back down upon the ground. Come back on up with your upper body. And let's raise both of your arms. Taking your right hand to come back behind your left. And wriggle out the space behind your head, lifting your chin. Letting your arms go and moving it back onto your back knee. Dig the heel in and draw your toes back. Take a little bit of an extension through the tailbone and press from the center of your chest. And then let's round up through your back. Come on up onto your knees and let's raise both of your arms high to the ceiling. Squeeze your head a little. Take a deep breath in, and on your out breath, press out through your waist and take a side body bend. And then coming back on up, deep breath in, breathing out, taking a side body bend. And then drawing all of the way back on up, let's let the arms all the way back on down. Stepping your left foot through, take your left hand down to the inside of your foot, outside of your foot, and bring through your right arm looking up towards your hand. And bring that hand down to the floor. Curl the toes, lift the back knee, push into the heel, and raising your left arm, and looking on up. And then coming all the way back on down. Let's come back up with your upper body, drawing your hips forwards, raising both arms, left hand coming back behind the right, finding that hip flexor stretch. And again, breathe. Just breathe into the stretches, getting the best out of them for your body today. And then letting your arms down, move back onto the back knee, dig the heel in, draw your toes back, and press out from the center of your chest. And then rounding up through your back, and let's come around onto your back. You can place your feet down towards the floor, have them in touching distance with your fingertips. And let's from here, just start off by working your lower back down into a soft imprint, and then releasing the back away from the ground. Let's do that again. Take the lower back down into a soft imprint, release and settle into neutral. And just reorganize the upper body as well. So let's just bring the shoulders up and down a few times. And then walk away the shoulders. Open up the collarbone, lengthen the neck out a little, lifting your chin. Now taking a deep breath in through your nose. And sense that you're widening the rib space, side and back of your body. Then breathe out of your mouth a little energy on your out breath. Deepen that breath, coming in through your nose, oxygenating your brain, giving you that heightened awareness of being, a feel-good factor, bringing in new energy to your body. So as you breathe in, your ribs widen, your belly remains flat. On your out breath, blowing the breath out, connecting with the core center, pulling up behind the surface muscles. Again, deep breath in through your nose, ribs widen. As you breathe out, pulling up, engaging, connecting with the core. Okay, now start ourselves off today with our out breath. So if you'd like to pop your hands just to sit back behind your head. As you breathe in through your nose, nod the chin. As you breathe out of your mouth, raising your upper body, breathing in to stay, and then breathing out and engaging with the core as we lower back. Breathing in, nod the chin. As you breathe out to lift, lift from the center of your chest. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out and engaging with the core as you lower. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out and connecting through the midline of your body as you lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out, engaging with the core as you lower. And this time, breathing in, nod the chin. As you breathe out to lift, let's extend the right leg and hover it an inch from the floor. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out, let's draw that leg back in and lower the chest back down. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out, raising the upper body and extending through the left leg. Breathing in, stay, and then breathing out, retract the leg, release the body down. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out to extend, point the toe, lift the upper body. Breathing in, and then breathing out as we draw that leg back on in. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out and extend away through the left leg. Breathing in and breathing out as we draw that leg in. Okay, another option. Breathing in, nod the chin. Extending your right leg and then just lifting your left foot an inch off the floor, pointing the toes. Breathing in and then breathing out, foot back down, leg drawing back on in. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out to extend away through the left leg, lift the right. Breathing in and breathing out, foot back down, leg drawing back on in. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out to extend away through the right leg, lifting the left if you can. Breathing in, breathing out, foot back down, leg drawing back in. One more time. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out to extend out through the toes, lifting the right toes. Breathing in, breathing out, foot back down, and the leg drawing back on in. All right, bring your arms down by your side and straighten out with your legs here for me. Okay, now coming into a single leg raise, breathing in, raising the leg straight up, and breathing out as you lower. Breathing in, raising the leg straight up, breathing out to lower, swapping legs each time. Now, option here to remain and do exactly as you are doing, okay? I'm going to option that we also use hand weights. Okay, so just to work it in, the hand weights are going to come up towards the ceiling. As you lift one leg, you're going to raise the opposite leg, opposite arm, sorry, to go back, lowering the arm back, and then drawing back on in. Okay, so the arms remain up, and then as you lift one arm, as you raise the arm, you're raising the leg, and as you lower, the hands come back together. Alright, so breathing in, and then breathing out to bring it back together. Breathing in, opposite arm to opposite leg, breathing in to come back up. Now we don't need to go all the way back down to the ground, just go to the resistance point and breathing in. Breathing in, going back, and breathing out, drawing up. Breathing in, raising the leg, and breathing out, lowering it. Breathing in, raising the leg, breathing out and low, trying to keep the space around your neck, even though I've given you something to hold. Okay, like I say, you can do this without anything in your hands. So breathing in and breathing on out. Really working through the core. A little coordination coming in as well, which is always good for the brain. 2 more. And back. Last one. And back. Alright. Placing your weights down. Let's carefully bring the body back on up. And we're going to bring our bodies around so we can work into our plank. to place those weights so they're either side of my mat, okay, and I'm going to come onto those in just a moment. So of course, when you're working through your plank, if you've got any reason why you can't come down onto the elbow at the moment, come up and do a high plank, okay, that will be fine. Remember, you can take this position from your knees, you don't have to be in your toes. So I'm placing the forearms down to the ground, elbows tucked in, taking the legs away, bracing the legs and looking beyond your fingers. Setting up your breath pattern, breathing in and breathing out. We're going to try for your 20 breaths. In and out. Try not to dip into the lower back, keeping the back line nice and straight. Breathe in and breathing out 4. In, out 5. In, out 6. In, out 7. In, out 8. In, out 9. In, out 10. In, out 11. In, out 12. In, out 13. In, out 14. In, out 15. In, out 16. In, out 17. In, out 18. In, out 19. And in, out 20. Gently lower yourself all the way back down upon the ground. Okay, now coming into the breaststroke. So first of all, I'm just going to work into the postural muscles around the shoulders and the upper back. A little way through, I'm going to give you an option to take the weights up. And if I show you what I'm doing with that nearest hand, I've got my thumb tucked in and I'm lifting the weight up towards the ceiling, okay? So if that feels like something you'd like to try, then we can. But if you feel like you'd rather not today, then stay with what we're going to do first of all. So turning your feet in and relaxing your shoulders into the floor. Let's breathe in as we roll back and down with both shoulders. Breathing out to engage with your core to lift and hover. Breathing in to stay. And breathing out as you lower and you let your shoulders back down. Again, breathing in, rolling the shoulders back. As you breathe out, we turn the palms and we really open the chest if you can. Relax the lower end of your body. Breathing in and breathing out, we lower the shoulders all the way down, all the while looking at the ground. Breathing in, roll the shoulders back and down. Breathing out to engage with your core as you lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out as we lower, we let those shoulders back on down. Breathing in, shoulders rolling back and down. Breathing out, engaging the core, turning your palms open. Breathing in and breathing out. So this is our first level. So I'm going to place my hands underneath the weights. Breathing in, bring the shoulders back and down. And as you breathe out, lift, breathing and lifting the weights away from you, and then breathing out to lower and let the shoulders come back down to the earth. Breathing in, shoulders roll back and down, breathing out to engage the core, lift the weights, breathing in to stay, and then breathing out as you lower and let the shoulders down. Again, breathing in, shoulders back and down. Breathing out to engage the core, lift, breathing in, stay, and then breathing out as you lower all the way back on down. Breathing in, shoulders roll back, breathing out to engage with your core, lift, breathing in, and then breathing out as we lower and let the shoulders all the way back on down. Again, breathing in, shoulders back, breathing out to engage with your core, lift, breathing in, and then breathing out as we lower and let the shoulders back on down. Breathing in, shoulders roll on back. Breathing out to engage your core, lift. Breathing in, and then breathing out as you lower and let the shoulders drop down. One more time. Breathing in, shoulders drawn back. Breathing out to engage your core, lift. Breathing in, and then breathing out to lower all of the way back down. And just release your weights if you've been using them. Come on up onto your hands and knees for me. Now I'm going to sit back onto the heels today, and you can do one of two things here. You can either come into pose of the child and let your arms rest, or you could clasp up your fingers to the back body, round your head in towards your knees, and then letting your arms go up towards the ceiling. So we get a back stretch and we get a shoulder girdle stretch. And then letting your arms down and slowly come on back to seated. Alright, let's pop the body around and we're going to work into your rolling back. Okay, so again, I will bring in the weights in just a moment, but let's get going first of all. If you do want to use a band around your feet, pop that in. Sitting the body up nice and tall, taking a breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, pull back through your belly, curve your lumbar spine, go back to halfway, breathe in, and then breathing out, engaging your core and sitting all the way back on up. Deep breath in, ribs widen. As you breathe out, curve the lumbar spine, relax the shoulders, take your body back, breathing in, and then breathing out, engaging with your core and drawing back on up. Again, deep breath in. As you breathe out, if it's a good day to try, lowering your back down upon the ground, breathing in and breathing out, slowly drawing up. So remember, you don't have to go to the floor and you do not have to do the next bit either, okay? You carry on as you are. Now I'm going to take my weight. I've got one, okay, so that's just that 1 kilo, and I'm holding on to either end of it. Breathing in and breathing out, and either stopping at halfway or rolling the back in towards the floor. The weight comes above the chest. Breathing in and then breathing out, engaging with your core and slowly bringing the body up and lengthening out. Breathing in, breathing out, slowly rolling back. Breathing in and then breathing out, engaging with your core, imprint your spine and come on out to seated. Again, breathe in, breathing out, shoulders relaxed, working down through your furthest point for you today. Breathing in, engaging with your core, really work that fluid action of your back. Keep your chin up off your chest and your shoulders down. Breathe in, breathing out, lowering your body back. Breathing in and breathing out, engaging with your core and peeling that body all the way up. We'll have one more. Deep breath in, breathing out, lowering the body slowly on back. Breathing in and then breathing out, engaging with your core and coming slowly back on up. Good. All right, hold that weight down. Now let's come around onto your side. So let's lengthen the body out and along the floor. Okay, pushing your way through the toes and just lay your head out and along your arm. Now drop down that top shoulder. As you raise the top leg there for me, breathing out. And as you lower it back down, breathing in. As you lengthen away, draw the waist away from the floor and then breathing in as you lower. So stretching that leg out and away from the body, breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. And just working up the best range of motion whilst keeping your foot, your thigh front facing, doing your best to really lengthen through the ankle, through the toes, breathing in as you lower. And again, breathing out to press away and breathing in as you lower. Good. Let's have two more there. Breathing out. Good. Extension through that leg line. Breathing in to lower. One more time. Okay, and then propping your head up for me. letting your legs just come slightly forwards of your body. Now coming into our front kick, top leg coming up to hip height, breathing in, flex the foot as it comes forwards, then breathing out, point the toes, engage the core, pushing on back. And again, breathing in, let's flex as we come forwards, breathing out and engaging with the core, point the toes as you go back. Again, breathing in, flex the foot on the way forwards, breathing out, really lock through the core as you go back. And again, breathing in, coming forwards, breathing out, point the toes, engage the core on the way back. So remember, you want to lock into the core so that as you go back, your upper body doesn't move around. Breathing in, coming forwards, breathing out, engaging the core on the way back. Now on the next one, going back, we're going to stay there. So take that leg back, 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 point the toes, and then a small lift up and lower. Breathe out, lift and lower. So your leg is back at this furthest point. You should feel your buttocks working. And in particular, we want the glute medius, which is the upper back region of your buttock, to kick in. So if you've got that, you've got it right. Really lock into the core. I know the movements are a little bit short, so you might just want to keep the core locked on throughout. Keep pulling it back, all right? Then breathe out in short little movements. Breathe out, lift and lower. Breathe out, lift and lower. Good, 2 more and lower. 1 more and relax. Okay, let's come into a little bit of a quad stretch. Taking a hold of that top leg, draw the knee back. Take some breaths. Let's come on up onto your forearm and your elbow. Coming into a side bend, so our knees are tucked in. We're going to open back with the shoulders and the chest. Now as we come on up, breathing out, lifting to the side of your knee, reaching up past your ear, breathing in as you lower. As you go up, breathing out, reach, stretch along the side body, and breathing in as you lower. That might be enough today, in which case, do what you're doing everything right. If you're coming up onto the hand with me today, you're going to open up the knee, open up with your chest. Push up through with your legs, and then as you reach up and over, stretching out of your waist, and then breathing in as you lower. Keep the chest front facing, so trying not to look down, trying not to tilt forwards, and in as you lower. Again, as you lift, engaging with your core, reaching out past your ear, and breathing in as you lower. Again, breathing out, we lift, stretching up past your ear, breathing in as you lower. 2 more there, please, if you can. Breathing out to lift, in as you lower. 1 more. Nice long arm, really stretch through that side body and releasing it back down. All right, let's bring it around to the other side. So lengthening your body out and along the floor. And again, a little tuck forwards with the tailbone. Feel the hips are nicely stacked. And then when you're ready, we're going to raise that top leg and release it back on down. All right, so as you lift, breathe out, engage the core, breathing in as you lower. So with this sort of exercise, you know, we've got a crossover of toning, strength work, and obviously core connection, balance work, but also we've got that range of motion, kind of flexibility side of things. You may not always think of working into your flexibility of your hips on lateral flexion, all right, but it's just as important as the legs going forwards and backwards, maybe even more so because we do it less. So really want to think about as we extend. This is again feeding that muscle usage so the circulation remains strong. Breathing in as you lower. Keeping that top shoulder drop down there for me. Try not to let it raise up. Breathing out to lift. And breathing in to lower. Okay, one more. And then dropping the head up if you can, but you could do this with your head down. Top leg coming up to hip height. Breathing in as you come forwards. Breathing out to go back. Breathing in, coming forwards. Breathing out to go back. And again, breathing in as we bring that leg forwards. And breathing out as you take it on back. Again, breathing in, flex foot on the way forwards. Breathing out, engage the core on the way back. Again, breathing in, flex as you come forwards. Breathing out and then pull back through the belly on the way back. Again, breathing in, coming forwards. Breathing out, going back. Again, breathing in to come forwards. And this time you're going to go back. Stay back as far as you can. And then you have little lifts up and lower. Little lifts up and lower. So you've got that leg as far back behind your body as you can go. And as you lift, engage the core throughout. Push and lower. And like I said on the other side, bring it round so you've got that little bit of usage from the glute medius and lower. Again, breathe out, lift and lower. Breathing out to lift and lower. Keep that core locked on and lower. Again, breathing out, press and lower. Press and lower. Good. Keep it small. Really focus onto that area that you're working in, your core and that back body. All right, last one. And then bring the knees on in. Take a hold of that top leg and drawing the knee back. And just breathing into that quad stretch. Side by side, come on up onto your forearm and bring your knees forwards of your body, opening back with your shoulders and your chest, lifting your chin, and let's breathe out, lifting through the waist, reaching towards the ground, breathing in as you lower. Again, breathing out to lift, stretching out of your waist, and breathing in as you lower. All right, so either remain or coming up onto your hand, opening up with your chest, and then as we push down through the feet into the arm, reaching up past your ear and breathing in as you lower. As you go up, connecting with your core, reaching out of your waist, breathing in as you lower, and again breathing out as we lift, and in as you lower. Feel that pick up of your oblique muscles up beneath you. Stretch it out and in as you lower. Again, let's breathe out, reach, lift, and in as you lower. Two more there if you can. Keep the chin up, keep the chest open. That's it, don't lean forwards. And lower one more time. Breathe out, lift, and lower. Alright, come around to your seated position. We're going to roll the body back on down towards the floor now. So just taking your time. And then just bringing the feet back up to the earth again. Alright, so getting ready to work into your 100. So if you need anything to support your head, pop it back behind your head now. Okay? Bringing your legs out one and then the other, and maybe keep them at tabletop today, Or maybe raise your head, neck and shoulders, support the neck, and maybe extend the legs. Okay, and if that feels okay, you want to move it on further, maybe pat the air by your side, maybe take the legs back out a little. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, shoulders nice and relaxed, collarbone open. And again, study the breath, slow the breath down, in. As you breathe out, pulling up behind the surface muscles. And let's go with 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 24, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 3, 34, 35, 36, 7, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 3, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 4, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 3, 64, 65, 6, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 3, 74, 75, 6, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 5, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90 with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And carefully bring it back on down. Now let's just place the right ankle upon your left thigh and gently draw both of your legs in towards you. So either holding on to your left hamstring or your left shin. If you can, flex out your right foot. Change it over. So again, remember, flex out the foot that you've got resting on your leg. Draw your toes back. All the way back on down. Okay, now I'm going to be working next into your heel dig. So for the heel dig, I'm going to offer up that we take weights to go back behind us as we lower the heel down. I'm just going to demonstrate first. So I've got my 2 weights. You don't have to do it with 2, you can do it with 1. And I'm just going to sit them so they're side by side facing each other. So the position of the arms would be that we take the arms back. We want to keep them as straight as possible. You're just about be able to see them. They're just about be in your eye line. And then we draw them back on up. And if you find at that point the pull is a little bit too intense, only do 1 or do none. Okay, just use your arms. That would be fine. So we'll have a little go, see what you think. But like I say, it's not compulsory. So we bring the legs up. You've got a neutral spine, shoulders relaxed. And as you breathe out, dig one heel down and take the arms a little back. And then breathing in, come back up. Breathing out, engaging with your core as you take your arms back. Breathing in. And again, breathing out, navel back to the spine as you take it back. Breathing in. Alright, and again, if you didn't have any hand weights, if you haven't got any knocking around the house, then you could just use water bottles, you could use cans, a couple of tins of soup or something like that, so long as they were both the same. And drawing back up. to enhance what you're already doing. So always, if you feel you're being compromised and the quality of what you're doing is less, then just take out the addition and just concentrate on what you were doing, all right? Because what you were doing was fine, and that's where you are at the moment. So really pull into the core, keeping your arm line nice and long. So remember, if you feel that you've got to bend at the elbows, maybe that weight's too heavy. 2 more there if you can. And back up. 1 more. And then back up. Alright, just place the weights down there for a moment. Coming into double leg extension. So I'm just going to put the soles of the feet together so the knees are open nice and wide. As we press the legs away, push away so the feet come side by side. And as you draw down, the knees are wide. Breathing out as we push away through the legs, point the toes. Breathing in. And again, if you can, you're holding the back in neutral. So breathing out to push away. Breathing in, the knees come wide. Breathing out to press and in. Now, an addition here could be that you lift your head, neck and shoulders. Elbows nice and wide. Breathing in and breathing out to push away. Okay? Another addition could be that we circle the arms around from your thighs to above your head. Okay? Now this one is an unsupported neck. And I have one more addition for you, is that we would take the weights in and we take the weights across the chest. And when you take the legs away, we take the arms wide and we bring them back in. And again, remember, if it feels like it's too much, it is, okay? So rein it back in. So breathing out, open, breathing in. But you've got to be okay with that your neck is okay to be unsupported. If it's not today, it doesn't matter, all right? You may get there. It may be something that you never want to work into, and that's okay. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, engaging with the core, breathing in. Again, breathing out, engaging with the core, breathing in. 2 more of whatever you're working into today. 1 more. Lowering your head, neck and shoulders, placing your weights down. Now let's come around to a seated position again for me. Now we're going to work up into your saw. So sitting your body up nice and tall. Feel free to have a block beneath you. Feel free to cross your legs, okay, in front of your body. Let's open out through with your arms. As you breathe in, rotate your upper body, and as you breathe out, round out of your waist and lengthen across. Breathing in to draw the body back up, breathing out to engage the core back to the middle. Breathing in, rotate, breathing out, rounding the back and taking the body across. Breathing in to come back up, breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in as we turn, breathing out, lengthening over and send the opposite sit bone back. Breathing in to come up, breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in, we turn, breathing out to lengthen across and over. Breathing in, coming up, breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in as we turn, breathing out across and over. Breathing in, draw up, breathing out, engage the core to the middle. Breathing in as we turn, breathing out, draw up and over. Breathing in, come up, breathing out, navel back to the spine. Again, breathing in, big rotation, breathing out, lengthen across and over. Breathing in, coming up, breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in, return, breathing out, resist as you go over, so try not to lift off from the opposite side of your body. Breathe in, come up, Breathing out, engage the core to the middle, last set. Breathing in, turn. Breathing out to draw over. Breathing in, come up. Breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in as you turn. Breathing out to lengthen across. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, engaging the core and releasing your arms. Okay. Now, I'd like you to come around onto your hands and knees. I'm going to do a little bit of glute work. Now, I'm going to work into balance control on this today. So it's going to have 3 sections. I'm going to be on my hands, all right? So if you've got anything where, you don't want to go up onto your wrists at the moment, you could do this down on your forearms, all right? Remember, adhere to the principles that we want to get the shoulders down and away from your ears and your ribs pulled in. Alright, so I will talk about the hip balance once we get going. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, glide one leg out and along the floor, point the toes, lift the leg, and then breathing in, draw the knee back in and change. Breathing out, engaging your core, point the toes, lift the leg, and breathing in to draw back in. Alright, keep going. So really good, steady work here. I want you to try and think about the level of your hip bones. So as you take the leg away, try and keep both of your hip bones facing down towards the floor. So this is very much a feeling, all right? It's a sensibility about what you're doing, it's sensing how your body is, all right? What your core is taking responsibility for, which is basically to keep your body in a stable position. So you really want to lengthen through the line of the leg, really point the toes, work into your glute, working into glute maximus this time. So it's a very center part of your buttock. Okay, one more with a single leg, and then we're going to start mixing it up a little bit. All right, so taking your right leg away, and we're going to work into circles. So looking slightly ahead, I know at this point it's very tempting, you want to look back and you want to see what the leg's doing. Point the toes, keep that leg as straight as you can, lock the core on throughout. Breathe out and in. Breathe out, lift, breathe in, lower. And just not going too quickly, but just making that lovely, strong, smooth circle. Alright, imagine you're stirring a pot of honey. It wants to be that smooth. It doesn't want to be a triangle. It doesn't want to be a square. It wants to be nice and smooth. Making use of that crossover of muscle usage. Alright, let's change legs. Take the other leg away and again smoothly circle the leg. Breathe out and in. Breathe out, in. Soften the shoulders. Relax the elbows. Breathe out and in. Breathe out and in. Again, nice and smooth. Pull up on your bottom rib. Try not to go sinking into the back. Still keeping the hip bones facing the ground. Alright, bring that leg back on in. Now this time, right leg's going out. I'm going to take, if you can, the left hand. Alright, the arm will come out either to the side or you can place it into your lower back. But what we're going to do after that is shut your eyes. So I'd like you to take out your leg, extend it away, opposite hand to the side if you can. And now shut your eyes and hold that pose. Breathe in and out. Again, breathe in and out. Keep breathing. So, with your eyes shut, your body has to sense that balance a lot harder. Focus. Focus on using your core. Focus on lengthening out through the toes. 2 more breaths on this leg. Slide that leg in, changing legs. Again, shut your eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, in and out. Focus. Can you squeeze the backside a little bit harder? Hold that balance. You may be able to feel your arm gently moving around a little bit. Okay, your body gently swaying a little and trying to find the balance. It's okay, it's all good. It means it's working. Breathing in and out. Last breath. And then slowly coming on back in. All right, come on round to seated for me. And we're just going to finish off with a couple of stretches and then we'll release. So if you'd like to draw in your right foot towards the inside of your left leg, and then we could draw across your right arm. So either reaching along for the knee, the shin, the ankle, or your foot. Releasing your head forwards. So I'm going to take the left hand across towards the right leg and looking over the right shoulder. Again, push down into the left buttock. Over. Bring your left leg in, taking your left arm across and gently drawing your head down. Go the other way, taking your right arm across, lengthening, looking up over your left shoulder. And release. Come on round to a seated position. Just sending your fingertips down towards the earth. Drape your hand over the top of your head and gently encourage the ear away from the fingertips. Just shut your eyes maybe, go inside. Often then we focus on the stretch. And then work your fingers to the back corner of your head and draw gently across. Try not to pull, just very gently encouraging. And then coming back on up, changing it over, fingertips down to the floor, drape your hand over the top, encourage the ear away from your fingers. Go to the back corner of your head and draw slightly across. Bring the arms to reach forward, stretch between your shoulder blades. As you breathe in, raising your arms high. As you breathe out, open back and wide. Let's bring the arms forward, tucking the head in. Breathing in, coming up high. Breathing out, brushing your arms back. are all finished today. Very well done, everybody. Hope you're feeling good.